if you've not done it already, or a good idea always is to make sure you go through and write add, so you don't forget. A lot of times students make simple mistakes such as adding when they should have subtracted or subtracting when they should have added. And fortunately for us, on these couple problems that you were assigned last night, they went ahead and put the addition together and the subtraction together. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to go kind of quick, so follow along. Okay, we've got 0.6 plus 5.8. Again, first and foremost, my number one goal is always to line up my decimals. I've got 6 plus 8, which is 14. Carry my 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 5 more is 6. So you should have gotten an answer of 6.4 or 6 4/10. Number 2, again, decimals are already lined up. Drop your decimal down below. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 3 is also 5. Your answer is 5.5 or 5 5/10. Number 6, again, I already set my decimals lined straight up. Drop your decimal straight below. Make it big enough so that you can see it. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry your 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 2 more is 8. You should have gotten 8.29 or 8 29/100. Number 7, again, decimals lined up. Drop your decimal straight below. Start at the end. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry your 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 1 more is 2. 3 plus 6 is 9. Your answer is 9.238, or 9 238,000. Number 8 is a subtraction problem. Again, as always, line the decimals up, drop your decimal straight below. 9 cannot be subtracted from 7, so I'm going to have to do some borrowing. 4 now becomes 3. I'm adding 10 ones to 7, so 7 plus 10 becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. My answer is 2.8 or 2 8/10. Number 9 is a subtraction again. Line decimal straight up. Drop your decimal right below. 9 cannot be subtracted from 3, so I have to borrow. Oops, sorry about that. 9 becomes 8. I borrow 10 ones, or I give 10 ones to the tens place, so 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. 8 minus 3 is 5. So my answer is 5 4/10, or 5.4. Number 10, again, last but most important, is line your decimals up, drop your decimal straight below. Now if you'll notice, this one does not have, our top digit does not have enough digits, so I can go ahead and add a 0 as a placeholder. Since I can't do 0 minus 6, I borrow from the 2, and it now becomes 1. And now we have 10. 10 minus 6 becomes 4. I cannot do 1 take away 8, so I have to borrow one more time. 5 now becomes 4, and I give 10 ones over to this column. 10 plus 1 is 11. Now I can do 11 minus 8 is 3. 4 minus 1 is also 3. Your answer should be 3.34, or 3 34/100. Okay, so that is the final answer key for last night's homework. All right. Now for today, what I would like for you to do is I want you to partner up with the person that's sitting right next to you, not in front of or behind you, but directly next to you. And I want you together in your notebooks to work on 11 through 18. You're going to work on 11 through 18 with your partner. That does not mean one person does all the work while the other person sits and chit-chats. That's not what partner work means. Partner work means you do it together. Okay? You're going to complete numbers 11 through 18 in your notebook with your table partner who's sitting right next to you, elbow to elbow. We're going to set the timer for right at about 15 minutes. At the end of 15 minutes, be prepared to share your answer as the teacher will call on you. Teacher, at this time, please pause the video, set a timer for 15 minutes. If that is too much time, by all means, feel free to take off a few minutes. If it's not enough, you can add 1 or 2. 15 minutes is more than enough for them to get this work completed. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, I went ahead and set up, I wrote on my paper all of the problems that you were supposed to do with your partner. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to highlight the ones where you were supposed to add zeros as placeholders. You had one on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Do it in a different color so you can see. You are supposed to add an additional 0 right here as a placeholder on number 12. And 2 as placeholders on number 13. And 2 more on number 14. 1 on the very end on 15. 2 placeholders on number 16. And while 17 had 3 digits to add, that's okay. Our rule is still the same. We still add zeros as placeholders if we need them, and we still make sure our decimals are completely lined up. Now look at number 18. There is no decimal for 3. If there's no decimal given, you assume it's at the very end of the number. And then you add as many placeholders as needed. And you go ahead and add and subtract as each problem calls for. Okay, we'll go ahead and go quickly over the answers. We've got an addition problem. 8 plus 7 is 15. Carry your 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. Carry your 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 2 more is 4. Your answer should be 42.35. Number 12. 0 plus 6 is 6. 7 plus 0 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Your answer should have been 24.276. Pay attention to your sign. Number 13 is subtraction. We have to borrow for both of these digits. 9 now becomes 8. This becomes 10. Oh no, wait a minute. It becomes 9 because we have to borrow again. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 0 is 9. 8 minus 8 is 0. And 5 minus 2 is 3. Your answer should be 3.097. Again, number 14, pay attention to your sign. It's subtraction. We have to borrow for both columns. 7 becomes 6. 0 becomes 10. No, wait a minute. It becomes 9 because we have to borrow for the last column. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. 6 minus 9, can't do that. So you have to borrow again. We'll say 15 becomes 14, or adding 10, so this becomes 16. 16 minus 9 becomes 7, and 14 minus 8 becomes 6. Your answer should be 6.777. Number 15, we're still subtracting. We cannot do 0 take away 6. We have to borrow. 9 becomes 8. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 8 minus 1 is 7. 1 minus 0 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. Your answer is 2.174. Number 16, it's another subtraction problem. We have to borrow for two different columns. 5 becomes 4, 0 becomes 10, no, wait a minute, it becomes 9, and 0 becomes 10. 10 subtract 4 is 6, 9 subtract 6 is 3, 4 subtract 2 is 2, 7 take away 9, cannot do that, we're going to have to borrow. 14 now becomes 13, and 7 now becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is now 8, and 13 minus 6 is 7. Your final answer is 7.8236. Number 17 and number 18 are both addition. It's fine that it's three columns, just take it one column at a time. 0 plus 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 3 is 3, plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 0 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Our answer is 18.932. And last but not least, again, it's an addition. 0 plus 2 is 2, plus 0 more is still 2. 0 plus 0 is 6. 0 plus 0 is 0. Plus 6 more, I got a little ahead of myself. Plus 6 more is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. Your answer is 15.62. Okay, and that concludes your work for today. Please hang on to your sheet. We will do the word problems when I return tomorrow. Have a great day.